I know I look like a thumb, and I apologize. And I haven't formally started this vlog. So, hello, I'm Tab the Car. I'm an actor, and I do stuff here on YouTube, making fun videos like this one. Right now, we are about to be making a salad. So, I feel like I have been called lately. Like, I've been ruminating on this idea, which is funny because I just listened to the song Ruminating by Lily Allen. Love that song. But I feel like I've been ruminating on this idea, especially since I watched Alyssa Liu in the Olympics. Like, she's amazing, right? About how she's doing things more joyfully. In all fairness, I've been seeing a lot of online discourse about her. So I feel like that's been helping me, capitulate my ideas. And specifically, I did see another actor, content creator talk about this. Just so you know, the thoughts are like distilled by me, but they all are not originally mine. That makes sense. So I don't want to take credit where credit is due on some of these ideas. For one, all of this started, obviously, whenever I saw the Olympics, of course. But then I saw a post on Substack, which I have been vibing with Substack lately. I love it. I've been purging myself from short form content. Substack helps me because I'm still addicted to my phone, but at least I'm putting good in. So I saw a post that said something along the lines of like, it was a picture of Alyssa Liu and it said, what if you were happy? That idea of like, what if you were happy? What if I allowed myself to be happy? What if I centered happiness in my life? And I know that sounds very basic. Whenever I'm doing my auditions, I'm not necessarily happy. And this is where another actor comes in, Mel KB Vlogs here on YouTube. And she's also been dealing with unhappiness within the industry of Broadway. And I'm dealing with unhappiness within the industry of commercial acting. And this is part of the unhappiness. I don't want to be doing commercials. I want to be performing. But there's a separation of church and state between performing and auditioning. To be able to be sustainable, like with the Alyssa Liu model, they need to be joined. I need to feel like I'm performing whenever I'm auditioning. It needs to feel like it's coming from this place of joy. I feel like I'm not very joyful whenever it comes to like just my regular day job either. Like, I love what I do, but like I just get up, sit on my couch like every single day. I'm not getting out of the house. And it's like, well, what if I was happy? Like, what would I do if I allowed myself to just be happy? And it's like, I would probably want to leave the house. I love going to the library. All of my life, I've enjoyed going to the library. I've never regretted going to the library. So why am I not there like every single day working? I love going to coffee shops. I love getting myself a coffee. Why am I not at a coffee shop every day, other than the expense of that, of course? What Alyssa Liu is challenging in a lot of us is that artists are designed to suffer. We have to suffer for our art in order for it to be real. And I think this is the key thing. If I suffer enough for my art, then they have to see me. They have to give me credit. They have to give me the role, right? Because I've proven my worth through all of my suffering. But Alyssa challenges all of that in this beautiful way that, like, what if we were just happy? What if we did it joyfully? What if it came easy? We have our salad. It is a cranberry kale with chopped pecans. So, oh, and Dijon mustard came with a little packet. So, yummy. Then to balance that out, we have a Coca-Cola, water. Just did a workout, 2 miles at the gym. That is the current state of affairs. I never start a vlog in the evening, but here we are. Good night, and I'll see you in the morning. I am going to be probably put on the second Downton Abbey movie because I just realized I never actually sat down and watched those. I love that show so much. I miss it dearly. So it's nice to go back and visit and have like new episodes to watch with the movies. I changed my mind, but right now I'm going to watch this Audrey Hepburn documentary. I watched it years ago whenever it came out in 2020, but obviously it's been 6 years, so I really adore Audrey Hepburn, and I find a lot of inspiration in how she lived her life. I just adore her. So I'm going to watch this, and maybe this will also inspire me and continue as I iron out these ideas and land on, you know, concrete direction within them. So I'm really excited to watch this. Good morning. So let me talk you through the past few days. For one, I have a family member who's in the hospital. So that has been the priority of my life, of course. So of course, how actor life happens, if you haven't noticed this already, the moment you have something going on in your life that's like more important than acting, you're going to get an audition like immediately. That was really stressful, and it had a 24-hour turnaround, and it was due at like noon the next day. It just was not my best work, but I will say this, the instructions were unclear to me. Like, I just didn't necessarily like get the audition, and I didn't have a lot of time to try to sit there with it and like think about what they wanted from the commercial. So I just gave them something that I thought they were going for from the vibe, and I have no idea if it was any good at all. I don't think it was. Today I have some time to myself. I'm going to try to do like a bit of a routine, a bit of my normal life. This is my Project Pan palette that I'm using, and I do have some exciting progress, I will say. I don't want to show you because I want it to be a nice surprise, but every day it's like, am I gonna hit pan? Nope. So I've really been enjoying taking like a darker shade, but not something too obscene, and taking it on my under eye. So they say that you should like take somebody who you look like and then do your makeup like them. So Amanda Seyfried and I do look very similar, and she almost always has like a darker shade on her lower lash line, and I've really liked it. Like, I feel like it looks silly right now, but if you let me cook, you will eat. So there you can see like the mascara, like just with a little bit of the under eye shadow. Like, I just feel like it looks a bit more dynamic, but I feel like it adds more like dimension to my face, like more highlights, shadows, right? Like, it's playing more with like probably like art theories and stuff to add like a little bit of shadow. Like, it adds just, like I said, dimension. So anyway, there's the little look, and then we'll go on our little walk after I get done with therapy. I also wanted to show you my little lunch that I got. Bonduelle Bistro. Bonduelle. I got it for $6 at Sam, which makes each little salad only $3. So I don't love that it's just such a small amount, but I mean, it's a good price. I don't know, I just feel like, oh, well, I should be prepping my own salads. I should be prepping my own food. But the thing is, I don't. So I need to feed myself. So this has chicken, roasted corn, cheese, black beans. Somewhere in here is like either avocado or like guacamole. It's a good, oh, there's a fork in there. Look at here. That's nice. It's a teeny tiny little fork. Look how tiny that is. You see the difference? It's so cute. Okay, I'll use that one. Gosh, I have my little candle warmer going with, what is it called? Fresh cut lilies, which is my favorite scent ever since I was in college. It just smells so good. Oh my goodness. I'll set it for a timer for like 2 hours, like whenever I do my coffee in the morning. I just think it's a nice ritual to like turn it on, get the scent going, look at the beautiful warm light. Like, it's almost like a little grounding kind of ritual too. And there we go. There's our little salad for like $3. I'll take it.
So for me, for example, I'm coming back from injury. I wanted to know exactly how I could eat to make sure that I am properly fueling my body to help it heal in any way possible. And
I finished therapy. her advice this week, I've really been struggling a lot lately, as you guys know. We've talked about this. Don't have to get into it. I've talked a lot about it. Her advice this week was to basically, I'm like, I don't know where I'm going in life. I feel like I've worked really hard in my life and things just haven't like pulled through, and I'm about to be 30 and what do I have to show for it? And she's like, well, why don't, and I was like, I feel like I don't have a North Star, like where I'm headed. I'm not in a place to have a kid yet. My career's not really panning out. I am trying to make YouTube work, but I can't control it. I just have to show up every day, and it's really hard to keep myself fueled just by myself and just keep going, because that's the only thing that would stop me is if I stopped. And so she suggested that I come up with a North Star for my future, where I'm headed, that doesn't rely on anybody else's decisions or anybody else's influence. And so I was like, you know what? I have been feeling like the conversation that I had about Alyssa Liu and her perspective on living life joyfully. I'm like, so what if my North Star right now is that I just try to live as joyfully as possible? I phrased it as it being like radical joy, rebellious joy, that, okay, things aren't working out, but I'm going to like be thriving anyway. Like I'm going to choose to just enjoy life anyway, even if it's not working out. And maybe through that like sort of rebellious act, I'll be able to be happier, you know? I do feel like my skin looks really good today, which is something that I don't often say with that foundation, but I just don't feel like it looks super dry today, which is really nice. And I do still like that under eye depth that adds to my face. Anyhow, we're not talking about that. I'm just looking at myself and I feel like I look pretty. I just had a thought. I did not go on my walk. I started scrolling on Substack instead. Okay, so I was reading a post. I was talking about what this person would write in order to break into the film industry today. And this person is saying that they would write something like Uncut Gems. I think what the point of what they're saying, I haven't finished the article, but I think the point of what they're saying is maybe to try to emulate what is presently working and can get people's eyes on it to then be an entryway for you into the industry, so then you can write other things that are maybe even better than the original thing. But it's like, okay, well, this is what you want, not what I want to write, but this is what I know that the industry wants. And their example is Uncut Gems. And I was just thinking about how that is so much like what I do here on YouTube. Okay, this is what's currently trending. Let me do something like that and package it to people so that I can do what I want with my community whenever I have it. But first I have to like give all these samples of what kind of like what everybody, this is my version of what everybody else is doing. That way it's familiar to you, but it also introduces you to me and what I want to do. And I just think that's really interesting that the two are so, like the two ideas are so similar. And it's like, maybe I'm practicing that skill even whenever I'm just doing YouTube. You know, it's just an interesting thought. And I think it's a really good, even just going back to the premise of the Substack article, or what I believe is the premise of the Substack article, because I haven't finished it yet, is that it would be an interesting writing activity to go in and like, okay, what Oscar award winning film or what popular film spoke to me this year? What was my favorite movie that I watched this year? And what's my version of that script that I can write? And then basically you're writing a blockbuster level script with guidance, with rules to follow, because I feel like sometimes, you know, you can just be like writing into the ether and you don't know if it's good or not. But if you're just sort of like following a formula, it's almost like you're writing an essay where it's like, oh, paragraph A, paragraph B, and then ending. it makes it easier to approach writing. I don't know, just kind of a interesting little thought, something to play with. I really haven't written in a minute, and I do think it's something that I enjoy doing. I just think it takes longer than I enjoy doing. I like editing because I can sit down and like have it, there's like a clear endpoint, but like writing, you have to show up for like weeks on end, versus like I will come up with the entire idea for the script or the book and be like, okay, I know the beginning, middle, and the end, and some fun scenes in the meantime, but then it's gonna take me so long that I almost get like bored of writing the thing because I'm like, I just want it to be done. Versus editing, I can have a video done over the course, I mean, certainly over a week, but over the course of like a day or two, I can have an entire video done. But writing takes a lot longer to do. And I think I just get frustrated with that and get distracted with other stuff. So anyway, I just really liked that idea. Anyway, I really need to go on that walk. I've been here before. Looks like a troubled time to be so far from shore. Starry skies. I got some new clothes that I wanted to share with you guys. First off, I think I'm gonna wear these today, but I got these baggy pants. I thrifted them from like Plato's Closet, but they're Old Navy. I wasn't sure about the style, but I think it'll look good. I grew up in the era of skinny jeans, but I do think these looked good on me, and I do think it'll look good with like all of the like crop tops and I wear and things like that. So those are cute, but I'm like nervous to try them. I got a crazy sale. Let me see if I can find my receipt. I really thought I had both receipts, but I just have the one, so I don't know how much these were. I want to say they were like $15 or something like that, so not bad. I got these sweatpants. They're like Jordan sweatpants, and I got them for $15, and they're usually $50, so I'm really excited about these. They're also like a really baggy, like wide leg look. I just don't have a lot of sweatpants, and that's a lot of what I wear. Like in the evenings, I just want to change into some sweatpants, so I've really been needing some. So for $15, that was really exciting. Okay, so I got it from Plato's Closet, and then I got everything else from Academy. So I'm gonna go back and forth just on what clothes I find first. Okay, then I got this cutie little top, and maybe you can wear this today with the jeans. This is originally $20, but I got it for $6. Yeah, $6, so that's a win in my book. Okay, I think I got this one for $7, and it was originally $24. So just a kind of cute, flowy, casual top. I wasn't sure about getting it, but for $7, I got it. Then I got these pair of, they're kind of skinny jeans, but they're like a relaxed skinny, and they're from the brand Madewell, and I also think this was in like the $15 range. This was from Plato's Closet. This will definitely be for like next winter, but isn't this so cute? It's a little H&M sweater with these cute little deer on them. I just felt like it looked like the aesthetic of like the Winter Olympics so much, like the USA sweaters that they were wearing for this Winter Olympics. It's an H&M sweater for $12 from Plato's Closet. This was also Plato's Closet. It is for $7, Blue Pepper brand, I don't know. Just a cutie little summer top, little linen. And then I got this was from Academy. I wasn't sure about this one either. It was originally $35, then it went down to $24, and I got it for $7. But it's got this cute little bow because it's like one of those Simply Southern tops. But look at the little ghost on the back. I don't know, I just thought it was cute. So again, this will also go in the closet away until Halloween, of course. I really like these. This was like new with tags from Target. but I didn't have to give any money to Target. So it was originally $25 and I got them for $16. This is from Plato's Closet. And they're just these really pretty, relaxed fit, linen-y type. Super cute for like a breezy, like summer outfit. I have other clothes that if I find them, I'll show them to you, but I don't know where they're at. I think they're in between the wash. Got that little blue top on, cutie little white necklace from Kendra Scott. I want to say this is also Kendra Scott from Travis. And then the jeans, you can barely see them, but they are little scorpion for you there. I want to say they're a little short, like the leg. I think they're sitting higher up on my hips, but oh well. If anybody sees me out in public, don't tell me to check my flooding or whatever. I think I might have forgot my headphones. It is now like 6:09, so I'm gonna head home. That was nice getting out of the house for like 2 hours or so. Got some good stuff done. I didn't edit, which is fine because I feel like I'm always just editing at home, so it's good for me to do other stuff. So I did a lot of acting work where I did my acting log, which is basically where I say who I auditioned for, if they've had me in before, what day it was, what was the audition for, you know, did I get any results from it, which y'all know I haven't. All that to say, over the course of 2 months, I have auditioned. I've gotten 11 auditions. I've done 8 of those so far. So 8 meaning I turned 2 down, once because I was sick, the other time I was going to be on vacation. Other one is just, it literally came in while I was in there making that list. It was like, okay, of course, but that's a lot of auditions, like to start out the new year. I haven't really caught up on my acting log in a long time, like basically since I've had my agent, so I don't know how that is compared to like previous years, but it's definitely more. It's so much more. It's been a crazy busy auditioning like year, like almost, well, I don't know what that works out to be. I mean, that's what, 2 auditions a week? Is that right? No, not quite, but at least 1 a week, and then there's been weeks where it's multiple. So anyhow, I am gonna get home because Travis is on his way, and so he's gonna get there before me probably. He's gonna get home to an empty little house he is not used to, so I don't know if he's going to be heading out to the hospital for that family member or what we'll be doing for dinner, so I've got to go figure all that stuff out. Yeah, he just texted me that he's headed home. Okay, so I did that audition work, and then I emailed one of like the people within my network because they just greenlit a project, so I sent him over a little congratulations. I found those other clothes that I bought, so I wanted to show you. I got this Nike top. I want to say this one was only like $7, but it's a cute one that has like the cutout for like your cleavage and stuff. Not that I have very much to show off, but I still think it's a really like feminine touch that's super cute. So is it supposed to be the back? Like, is this supposed to be the front? I think this is cuter. I don't know. I guess it's up to my discretion. I don't have a lot of workout gear, so I think that's just super cute. have really wanted a top like this for a long time because I love the aesthetic. Just thought it was super cute and it was at a good price at Sam's. This was a few weeks ago and I want to say I got it for like $15. But I just thought for like 4th of July, I also really wanted to wear it whenever it was Olympic season, but I hadn't washed it yet. And of course, like as soon as I bought all of these clothes, or like, you know, I bought these a few weeks ago, it's been 80 degrees here in Texas. It's been insane. So spring has sprung here. So there will be no more sweater wearing unless it's like really cold in the house, which does happen. Look at this cute top. So it has like that après-ski thing that I've just seen other people wear and I just think it's precious. It looks like a little like postage stamp, but then it also kind of has like billowy sleeves and like a billowy kind of like fitted bottom to where it'll like kind of billow out like a little marshmallow. I love it. And a lot of it is stitched, which is nice. Like up here is stitched, down here is stitched. And this was also about $15 at Sam's. And there was some other really cute ones. I had a hard time. I fell in love with like 4 different sweaters at the same time, and so I had to boil myself down and like allow myself to get 2. I'm trying to think. I may end this vlog here and catch you guys in the next one. I tend to have like really long videos anyway, and this one is probably already pretty long because we've had some long conversations. So anyhow, I love you guys and I will see you in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.